What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and thanks for tuning in, rocking with me. I do appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing well. And remember to love on somebody. Let somebody know that you love them, either with your words or a touch. Don't say my actions already know. Either, say it. You got a wife, you got a husband. Tell them or squeeze them. Let them know. That's just my. I'm not telling y'all. All of y'all are going. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying sometimes we have to be a little more intentional in life. So if you have a wife and she's still attractive to you, and hopefully she is, when you see her, the next time you see her, when she walk by, just kind of grab the fat of her meat and let her know I love you. Don't try to rip it off and then blame me and say Professor X told me to yank. I didn't tell you that. Little squeeze, sweetie, I love you. Little pop, thank you so much for everything that you do. Because again, like I said, life is short. People are here today, gone tomorrow. You don't get a chance to tell them. I did a video, and I don't even know which one I'm gonna drop it in, but I did a video that caused me to think about this subject. I was aiming in that video for the younger generation to teach them or to let them know that one of their chief priorities should be to get out of debt and remain debt free to have true freedom. And as I was doing that video and then meditating later, I was thinking of this topic, which would be something about ways to guarantee that you stay broke. Ways that guarantees that you stay broke. And let me go ahead and confess, I have been guilty. I'm probably gonna give about 3 or 4 points, about 3 points, and I have been guilty of all three. So I'm not telling you something that I heard. I'm not telling you something that was presented to me only. I'm actually telling you something that I've done. Ways to guarantee that you stay broke. Number one, put in more focus on image over wealth. Put in, and that's and listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to this. For those of you who are connected at all to the urban culture, to the hip hop culture, to the R&B culture, to you watch reality shows on television, the more connected you are to those type of things, the music, the more it's gonna pull at you to put priority on image over wealth. But it guarantees that you will stay broke. Okay? The people that we see performing, these artists, these stars, these actors, these performers, they're making the money that they can afford to do the things. I mean, I know we know this, but we have to put this stuff back in the atmosphere. Because if not, we'll be trying to keep up with them and don't even realize what we're doing. They're making the money to keep up with their lifestyle. The average or even slightly above average Joe is not making that kind of money. And yet we try to spend the same kind of money on designer clothes and no, we can't afford that stuff. Image over wealth will guarantee you stay broke. Trying to buy luxury cars and fancy cars that because you can afford it from your paycheck, you think that means that you should go ahead and buy it simply because you can afford it, because you like the way it looks, and it's going to give you some kind of prestige out in the public when you get to pull up in your new ride that smells good, the tires are shining, the wheels look good, it's got that new car smell in there, and you paying 800, 900, and some people I've seen online over $1,000 a month, and you're gonna wake up and wonder why you ain't got no money, why you broke, why every time you take a trip you gotta put it on a credit card. Image over wealth. Mainly in our community, it's gonna be clothes, cars, jewelry. You gotta have the latest gadget. Your kids gotta have the newest PlayStation or whatever as soon as it come out, and pay $600-700 for it, and you guaranteed. Again, this is for the average or slightly above average people. They're saying if you rich, you can do whatever you want. If you rich, you millionaire, you do whatever you want to do. This is for the rest of us that has to put together the nickel and dimes to make it day by day. One way to guarantee you stay broke is to continue to prioritize image over wealth. Number two, and this is one that many people don't talk about, especially in the black community. We never take the time to learn about money. It's not taught in school. It's barely taught in college. And we don't take the time ourselves to actually learn and read a book and study how money works, how it operates, how to save, interest rates, compound interest, 401k. When a lot of brothers come to where I work and they get hired, and I try to put them on to 401k and tell, these are guys in their 30s and 40s. And I try to tell them about 401k and how it operates and how much, the percentage and the matching and all of these things. A great number of them, matter of fact, very few of them have any clue as to what I'm talking about. You never learn about money. So when you never learn about money, that means that when you operate and when you live, you're doing it on a trial and error basis. You're just trying to make it work. You don't really have a clue what's going on. You just trying something to make it work, and then you realize I ain't got no money. I'm broke all the time. Have y'all been there? This is what I suggest. When you are serious about finances, when you are serious about learning about money, you're going to have to open up a book or turn on a video and get the information. One of the best ways to teach yourself and to help yourself get to where you need to be, it starts in your brain. It starts with the way you think. It starts with your thought process. And the way that you affect your thought process, you have to feed your brain information. You have to feed your brain that it's time to get out of debt. You have to feed your brain on discipline. You have to feed it. So that's why it's best to watch videos and read to bring that food in so your brain has something to work with, and then you can begin to change. Because if not, that's a guaranteed way to stay broke. Number three, and this is the one I would say that I struggle with the hardest out of all of them, even though I was taught as a child, because my dad is very good finances, taught all his children. We understood all that stuff at a very early age. I was young teens. My dad would sit us down, go over accounting, finances, interest rate, credit cards, the whole nine, car loans, all these things he taught us. By the time we were 15, 16, we knew this stuff. But again, you got to have a discipline for it. Number three is one that I struggle with the most. Learning the art of delayed gratification. Meaning, just because I see something that I could possibly afford or pay for right now, I could get that car right now, right? My interest, my credit score is decent enough. My paycheck is decent enough. I could get it. I shouldn't get it because I got other stuff that I could put that money to and get out of debt. But I can get it. And that art that must be learned, that skill right there, is called delayed gratification. Where I tell myself I'm not going to get it right now. I'm going to delay my own gratification, stay focused on what it is that I'm trying to do. And then when I accomplish that goal, let's just say to become debt free, when I accomplish that goal, I will either save the money and pay cash for those that do that, or I will be in a way better position because I freed up my debt. I'm in a better position now to go get this vehicle. But that thought and that feeling that I gotta have it and I gotta have it right now, I think that's what gets most people. Because we see other people with things. We see other people with cars. We see other people with new clothes. We see other people with fresh shoes on. We see other people buying boats, ATVs, whatever. And we want to feel, we tell ourselves, hey, you've been working for 20, 30 years. Why you don't go treat yourself to something? And we do not learn the skill and the art of delayed gratification, and we stay broke. And we look around and all of our check is being soaked up to one credit card or one loan after another or one bill after another, and we got just a little piece of change left over to get us to the next time that we get paid, and we're going to end up being stressed out and frustrated because no matter how hard we work and no matter how many hours we work and no matter how many part-time jobs we pick up on, we can't seem to get ahead. So hopefully this will help somebody. How to guarantee that you stay broke. Putting image over wealth. Never learning and educating yourself about money. And never learning the skill of delayed gratification. And for those, here's what I'm going to tell you. For those that say we're in a bad economy, ain't nobody got no money, remember this. Everything is not just about the economy. Sometimes, and this is what I found in life, sometimes, if not most of the time, it's not the economy, it's our bad habits. Y'all got it? Good.